This presentation is brought to you by the Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are bringing you the TI Racing NASCAR Cup Series, brought to you by Apex Sage Coaching. Get all your driving coaching needs at Apex Sage. They'll teach you road course racing, and they'll teach you oval racing. They're very good at what they do. Also, Drive Business Solutions. Get your business at drivebusinesssolutions.com. My name is Alan Bledsoe, and I'm bringing you the race here, kind of by myself. I'm waiting for my other commentator, the lead commentator, to get here. He kind of got stuck on his way here, so I'm bringing you the action myself right now, and well, we're gonna have a really interesting race today. Really excited to bring it to you, and let's go ahead and get that standings banner up. So, Corey Melton is currently leading practice, but Colby Wells is, right there. That's a 33.216 to a 33.219. These guys are really close here at Homestead, and I'm excited to see it. Colby Wells is a very accomplished race car driver, and Corey Melton, I know him as one of the most, fiercest competitors on the racetrack. So this is going to be a really good battle. Tim Abril in the 14 car this time. He's usually in the 21, so I'm not sure what happened there. And, well, I can tell you we've got 12 entries, as you can see on the leaderboard up there. You've got Corey Melton, Colby Wells, Tim Abril. Obviously, we've already talked about those three. Patrick Thompson in fourth. Alexander Bryson, kind of a newcomer. He was in this series last week at Talladega. Barrett Morton is in sixth place right now. He got a second place finish a couple of weeks ago. And then you've got Jacob Locklear in his usual number 86. Mark, we're still trying to figure out the name. Mark Cusano, I think. And then you've got Jaden Porter in that 88, looking good in the Lumar Chevrolet. Stephen Plasky in the number 2. Nick Leo in the 69, as per usual, in that Jewel number 69. Chris Scala raced last week for the first time and is in this week. He is, I guess you can say he's kind of advertising his TI Racing, or not TI Racing, his IndyCar series coming up later tonight. Getting ready for that. And Brian Tarnowski is in 13th place. Well, I don't know who jumped onto the leaderboard there while I was going through it, but now we have, as you can see, 13 entrants. But trying to keep this nice and professional for you guys. Just making things work as Jesse is on his way. So with that,
made it.
Oh, he's here! Look at that! Welcome to the welcome to the broadcast room, Jesse.
Yeah, y'all can thank Sonic for that. What a disaster! There's nothing fast about Sonic. I am waiting for iRacing to get loaded up here.
You're a little quiet there. I might need to turn you up a bit, or myself down.
Yeah, here. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Just had to get it a little closer to myself.
All right. So Jesse, what do you expect out of this race? I know we haven't you haven't really seen too much because of the whole Sonic deal, but are you excited to see it?
Yes, sir. Just took a bite of the burger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting back. Last week had to miss, had some family obligations going on, and this week back at it. Ready to get back to some live racing, man. Last week was not as much fun when you're not watching it live, so getting on here, seeing what these guys are going to do here at this fast, slick racetrack where you can go high, you can go low, or got many grooves, go in the middle, seeing what all these guys are going to do here. Whether the bottom's going to be preferred or the top. I know the cup cars were pretty finicky here for a while, so just being able to see if they can move around tonight, get some passing, get some green flag laps in. Well, I think
Yeah,
we're in for a show tonight.
I really do think so too. As we only have a minute and a half left in this practice session. So, what do you say we go into the Oh, right. What do you
Yeah,
say
I
we
think
go?
that'd be. I think going into the national anthem and pre-race ceremonies would be a great idea.
Yeah, that was what I was
So
trying to
we'll
say.
send it trackside. All right, and welcome back to the TI Racing Cup Series, brought to you by Drive Business Solutions. Get all your business solutions at Drive, as well as Apex Sage Coaching. Get all your coaching needs for ovals and road courses at Apex Sage on Twitter. So we are at the Homestead-Miami, the virtual Homestead-Miami Speedway. It is a 1.5 mile oval with incremental banking from the top to the bottom. So the higher you go, the more banking there is. So expect to see these guys at the top. You see Barrett Morton right there on screen, taking the green flag right there, going to work around for 2 laps. And we'll see how he does, what kind of times he works. It looks like he was
He's still on lap 1.
Practice.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, 5th in practice. So looking to maintain that, or 6th, I guess. Looking to maintain that or improve on it from practice. Goes to the bottom in 3 and 4. Well, about a lane up. Working it off turn 4. Going to bring it all the way out to the wall. Get that speed off the corner. First lap of 30.059. And that is a 0.3 of a second pickup from practice. You're watching the 48 and then Corey Melton in the door bumper clear car.
Crossing the start-finish line now, finishing up his first lap. Barrett Morton holds him off.
Yep, Corey with a 1-7.
See what Colby Wells can do here. Fifth.
With a 33.386. So Barrett with a fast lap, putting it on the pole by over a tenth right now. Still a lot of fast guys to go, though.
Absolutely. Of course, this track is iconic for wearing out its tires. Or for wearing out tires, and it eats tires for dinner. I tell you that. It's crazy how fast tires get wore out here.
Yeah, and so that's going to be important in the race, as there's only 2 sets of tires for the entire 55 laps that we're going to be running, or 60 laps, I'm sorry, that we're going to be running tonight. So you're going to have to have some pit strategy and when to take those tires.
So, Jesse, I do want to mention this. I think you might have missed the announcement. So when Chris put up the session, he made it for unlimited tires.
Oh, no.
So there is no limit on tires. So
Chris.
Yeah, it's not going to be as much of a factor as we expected going into this week. However, I believe that it will create issues for pit stops. So it's going to be quite an interesting event. Either way.
Yeah, I mean, they may have unlimited tires, but how you wear those tires during your run of fuel is still going to be important. Although we are, I think, 40% fuel in these cars. So not going to have to run as long as, 50% fuel that they started the season with. However, it's still going to be a factor, I believe, in this race. Hopefully we'll get the guys still spread out and get some green flag racing here, as there's only one. Well, no, Dylan Parker still has not ran, and we're coming down to the end of it, so it does not look like he's going to put up a qualifying. We're going to start in the back. Brandon Alphin also did not run, and the 18 of Zach Abon. None of those guys able to run in qualifying. Did they join late, Alan? Do you know?
That's what my guess would be. I don't think they got in time to actually run a qualifying lap, so they kind of gave up. Dylan Parker, I can tell you, he's been I haven't seen him on the leaderboard at all today, so I'm not entirely sure if he's been in here or not.
Yeah, he's in the group right now. Just did not run a practice or a qualifying lap.
Jacob Locklear, I can tell you, he did run a practice lap, so he didn't qualify on now. Are there qualification?
There are
requirements.
So you have to, no, if you're not in the. I'm trying to remember how it's worded. If you don't get in time, you don't. Your qualifying time gets disallowed. So I think that must be what happened to Dylan Parker, because he is gridded up right now. So that must be something that went on.
Oh, okay.
Either that or he wanted to put on a show for us coming from the back.
Yeah, we'll see. But it looks like Barrett Morton's not. Oh, there he is. So let's, what do you say we go through the field, Jesse?
Yeah, absolutely. On pole tonight, we got Barrett Morton with a 33.059, a tenth of a second faster than second place, and Corey Melton in that 48 car.
Third place is going to be the number 88 of Jaden Porter, excuse me. And then in fourth place is going to be that number 14 of Tim Abril.
Yeah, and then we got Colby Wells in the 45, that Dry Business Solutions Chevrolet, and to his outside is going to be the 5 of Chris Scala in that Captain TV Toyota.
The number 4 of Alexander Bryson is in 7th place, and in 8th place is going to be the number 69 of Nick Leo, who had a good run last week.
Yeah, and then we've got the 99 of Patrick Thompson, your current points leader, starting in P10 tonight, and then Brian Tarnowski in the 11, starting right beside it. Let's see if we can't get
Jesse,
your point leader up here in the booth.
You missed David
Did I skip
Stringle.
somebody?
Yeah.
David Stringle in the 100 in the 9th position. I wondered why I started at 10. And then the 99 of Patrick Thompson in the top 10. Let's see if we can't get Patrick in here for a quick word.
Boy.
Hey, Patrick, it's Jesse and Alan up in the booth, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Caught you in mid-sentence there. Apologize for that.
It's all good.
You're our current points leader, man. You're lining up P10 tonight. How you feeling for the race?
I feel okay. I'm not the fastest guy, I'll admit that. But I feel like I can adjust mid-race and get consistent enough where I can get a good finish here.
All right, absolutely. So how did these cars race? Do you think we're going to see everybody up high, or you think there's going to be a bottom lane?
To be honest, it's probably going to be all over the place. But I heard that top lane's pretty good, so we'll see how it goes.
Man, take care of those tires and put on a show for us tonight, all right?
I will do my best.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
All right.
All right, and that was your current points leader, Patrick Thompson in the 99 Dr. Pepper Chevrolet.
Zach Amon missed the grid, so he will start on pit road as here we go.
And green flag is out. Barrett Morton gets the jump. Corey Melton, strong start beside him, though.
Yeah, not really that great of a jump.
No, Corey's going to stay to the outside and going to get pushed by that 14 car of Tim Averill. You see that bottom line prevailing on new tires. I know it's a cliche to say, but it is the shortest way around the track. And Corey Melton, notorious for saving tires early in a run, so you expect to see him to fall back like you are right now. Very patient driver, wants to make it to the end just to get to the end. He's had some bad luck when he's joined the TI Cup Series League, so hoping to make it to the end tonight. And everybody keep clean. You see Patrick Thompson to his inside. These guys are back here battling for 10th place.
Yeah, Corey Melton has dropped like a rock since the start. He's just trying to save his tires as best as he possibly can. He's expecting to be able to drive back through the field here in just maybe 10 laps or so, as everybody else wears out their tires, including the leader, 14 of Tim Averill.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim Averill out front in that Grublitz Chevrolet, leading Barrett Morton, your pole sitter, followed by Colby Wells in the 3rd position.
45 getting a little loose on entry. You could see him wiggle a little bit. These guys are hitting the brakes. If you get loose on entry, that's because you've got your brake bias a little bit too low.
Yeah, absolutely. So see the 45 working to the inside of the 19 right now. That's for 2nd position. Right behind them is the 5 of Chris Scala, and then the 88 of Jaden Porter.
Chris Scala trying to work on the 88 and gonna try to clear him, but he did not get it. 88 almost gets into the wall there.
Yeah, that's what we mean. It's easy to get beside somebody, hard to clear him off the bottom because of all that momentum at the top. You see the 4 of Alexander Bryson coming into the picture here.
Almost, or he's in an unsponsored ride, which is interesting in this series. These are some really good race car drivers. To see them any of them unsponsored is quite a surprise.
Yeah, looking to get his name out there. I think he said it is his first start in this league, but also looking to make a name for himself and not ruffle any feathers. Same with Chris Scala out there, for sure.
Yeah. Dylan Parker racing the guy that's right in front of him, Patrick Thompson, for that that lead in the points. See where he goes here. 6 points behind Patrick Thompson for that points lead.
Yeah, and you're on board right now with Dylan. Getting a good look at what it looks like off the front bumper of that car in this big run you're going to get coming down the front stretch. And he's going to stay to the bottom. The bottom can use up tires, but when everybody's up top, like he's trying to pass them, he feels like he can make more time on the bottom right now. So we'll see how his tires wear during this race.
Well, the thing about this view right here is you can see that the draft is going to have an effect. When there are more cars in front of you, you're going to be wearing out your tires more, and that's because the air, you're forcing more mechanical grip, and the air around you you don't get as much air to the front of the car. So that right front tire is going to get used up more.
Yeah, so when he's trying to, that's what he's doing, getting below people, just trying to get some air on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
As Barrett Morton has now taken the lead, and oh no, I'm sorry, he hasn't. I had it on the wrong paper. He's working on Colby Wells right now, though. Going to go to the inside in turn 1.
We have a special guest in the broadcast booth. How's it going, Brighton?
It's going all right. How about you guys?
Oh, we're just enjoying ourselves here in the broadcast booth for the first time in a couple weeks.
Very nice. It sounds like it's starting to be a pretty good race.
Oh yeah, these guys are going at it pretty good.
Absolutely.
We got the 45 of Colby Wells still trying to make that bottom work to get back around Barrett, but not able to do it.
Chris Scala has gotten around, I believe, Jaden Porter, and is
trying to. Jaden putting up a fight back on the inside there.
Yeah, Jaden having
some
blinking issues. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a common theme with him, unfortunately, but it has yet to cause any problems. So we'll keep an eye on it. But so far this season, I hope I don't give him the broadcaster's curse, but he has done pretty well, been able to stay away from individuals while that's been blinking.
Oh, and there's some blinking there.
You
Probably scaring his teammate, Patrick Thompson, behind him.
Yeah, you see Colby starting to slide back. He jumped off real fast on the initial start and beginning to slide back here a little bit.
One guy that I'm seeing pulling away from a couple of the other guys is that 48, Corey Melton. Had that slow start, but he's starting to make up ground on the front pack, on the pack in front of him, I should say.
Yeah, he is, and trying to look up some lap times, but I'm not seeing any right now. I don't have it. So
I've got it right here. He just ran a 34.547, and that is the second fastest lap of the of that lap. Does that make any sense? I hope it does.
Yeah, he was the second fastest on the track that lap.
Yes. So saving his tires is working for him. The only one faster, Tim Abril in that 14, which is really quite a surprise. He has, I mean, the last couple of weeks, he's not really, we've not seen any speed out of him, but here he is running Homestead, and he's a second and a half in front of that 19.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, man. He's started towards the front tonight. No, he did. Yes, he did. Started in 4th position tonight and was able to drive to the front. Now he's driven away to a 1.3 second lead. So Tim looking good tonight.
We got a bit of a cluster back here in turn 2. The 45, the 5, and the 4 all racing each other, with the 48 coming into the picture pretty slowly but surely. 52 is already passed by these guys.
Yeah, and I would expect pit stops probably in the next, I would say 8 to 9 laps, I would guess. if not a little sooner than that.
Probably. I will mention this. Tires, we mentioned that tires were going to be a factor. Obviously, they have unlimited sets this time. But, what am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought.
In and off pit road is going to be a challenge for these guys all night long. Just on those old slick tires, those worn out tires, as you see the 48 coming into the picture, kind of surprised to see him. He's going to go to the inside of the 4 car back there. And looks like he's going to make it happen. I mean, he slid way back at the start of this race. So doing a great job coming back up through the field, making up some time on these leaders. That is what he is known for, is saving those tires in a long run car. The question is, are these runs going to be long enough for him to make up the gap that he gives away in the early stages of the run? Because it looks like we've got the 7 car on pit road already.
He's a lap down.
Yeah, that's Jake Wieniawski. I'm trying to look back and see if something happened with all these guys that are running way back, or if they're just falling off the pace.
I can tell you that the 3 has been off the pace since the beginning. The 7 never really found any speed, and the 18 missed the start. I'm not sure who's running with. Oh, that's the 11 of Brian Tarnowski. Also,
Yeah, so
a little bit off speed.
yeah, it looks like something may have happened. I'm looking back right now. Looks like something may have happened on lap 3, but I'm watching it as we watch Tim Averill continue to click off laps here, stretching that lead out. But he's going to have some company with Barrett Morton, and
That 52 of Dylan Parker is catching them slowly but surely.
yeah, while we have a second, Alan, jump back to lap 3 and watch Jake Wieniawski. He gets a little bit loose, slides up the track in turn 4. And that's what, he had the 86 of Jacob Locklear to his inside. See if we can grab that before pit stops. Here, just pull up your iRacing thing so you can jump straight
all
to the
right.
left.
I don't like doing this.
Well, so we've still got green flag racing out front, so you guys aren't missing anything right now. So you'll see him. I think he's going in turn 1 right now. So it happens in 3 and 4. Jacob in the 86 is going to stay to his inside. And you see it there, just the 7 comes down a little bit. The 86 gets a little loose. They bump. Tarnowski nowhere to go, hits him. So that's why those guys are so far back of the pack right now. I'd imagine they have a little bit of damage to repair, obviously, as they come down pit road. So it sounds like I'm hearing pit stops calling back out, so let's get back to live.
We are live.
All right, I hear the 5, the 48 both come in this time. As the 48 car, man, he has driven himself back up to 7th place after that terrible start. And you see him get on pit road hard right there. Is that a little bit
got
of
to the
damage
inside of the 5.
Or is that just my screen on both of those guys?
No, that's a little bit of damage on the 48 from what I saw.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 has some damage on the right front as well.
Then maybe they both got into the wall, and that's why they're pitting so early.
Could be.
But what I was trying to say earlier was that they may have unlimited sets of tires, but the tire fall off here. Corey, I was talking with one of the drivers. In fact, it was the 48 here. And he said that even when he was saving tires, still trying to run fast, he was putting, as you can see, the 14, Tim Averill, your leader, coming into pit road. Barrett Morton will inherit the lead after that. He was telling me that lap times fell off by 2 seconds after just 18 laps, which
Oh my goodness.
is, that's a huge amount. So Barrett Morton ran a 35.223. His best lap is a 33.413.
Oh my gosh.
2 seconds, but 1.8 seconds slower.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, tire
Those-
fall off huge here.
Those
As we're
first
looking
5
at-
laps, like you said, with tire wear, is huge. If you take it easy for the first 5 laps, towards the end of the run, you really start running them down.
Yeah, and I was looking back to see how these guys got their damage. It looks like the 2-car Stephen Plasky tried to do a slide job on the 48, but was not clear. Came up into the side of him off turn 4, and that was back on lap 5. So, and I was looking through the field at everybody's right front. It looks like over half the field has been into somebody or into the wall already this
I see
evening,
some
so-
smoke coming off of pit exit. I wonder who that was from. As Barrett Morton, your current leader. Oh!
Oh, Rick's on the pit road. Did he lock the tires up?
He must have. That's going to cost him a lot of time, and that's a lot of damage on the nose of that car.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh.
Let's go back and see what happened here.
That's right on board. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you hear him right here. Everything's good. You hear the tires getting all that stuff on him. Right here, he downshifts, and that
Oh. Yeah, he
just
just
lost
had
control there.
he just had too low of brake bias, and he locked up the rears and made him lose control.
Yeah, sometimes in these runs, as you're getting on the brakes during the run, you adjust that. And then when you get on the brakes hard to come to pit road, you forget to move it back. And then all of a sudden, you're slamming on the brakes and losing control, just like you saw the 19 car there. As we've got the rest of the leaders on pit road now.
And the 14 will re-inherit the lead right here.
Yep,
He
Tim
has
Averill
a
back to the
huge
front.
advantage over everyone else. But the 52, Dylan Parker, he and Patrick Thomas have the newer tires. So let's see where that takes them.
Yeah, and waiting for him to cross the line to see how far out he's going to be. Looks like the 5 is going to be in second place, Chris Scala, and then the 48 right behind him in third place. So pitting early on a different strategy has gained those guys a few positions on the track. However, with this race goes green, like it looks like it may, they might have to make an extra pit stop. Brighton, do you know anything about that?
That's the information I'm trying to gather for you guys. I should have that shortly.
All right, thanks, buddy. So yeah, that's might be the possible what's going to happen with the 48, the 5, and I think Tim Averill pitted along with those guys. Might have to make an extra pit stop here. So we got a 3-wide battle of Dylan Parker, Jaden Porter.
Oh,
And-
that was tight. That's the
Yeah,
3 of Mark Cusano.
3 of Mark Cusano. So those guys really tight off the corner. You see this great battle. We were going to take you side by side, but these guys are going at it right now. It looks like they've settled it all out. The 52 on the move. Dylan Parker, your second place in points, going to make a move on the 45 of Colby Wells. Get to his inside. Move Dylan Parker up to that'll move him to 4th position right there. So started last on the move up here right now and looking to make a move. So the 52 has the freshest tires in the field, so he should be able to catch this 48 here soon. While we do, you won't miss a thing. We'll be right back.
This presentation is brought to you by the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We are a for-hire broadcaster. If you would like us to stream your league, contact DayPaulB661 on Discord, member number 1015. Thank you, and enjoy the race.
And welcome back to the TI Racing NASCAR Cup Series, brought to you by Drive Business Solutions. Get all your business solutions at Drive, as well as Apex Sage Coaching. Get all your coaching needs at Apex Sage on Twitter. And we are back here watching the onboard of the 52, I believe.
Nope, this is the 100.
Oh, this is the 100 of David Stringle. All right. So David out there doing a great job, running in 8th position. And I think we have a pit report from Brighton.
Yeah, it looks like most of the teams are probably going to split it about 20 laps into thirds, because they get about 24, 25 laps for fuel. So if someone's really saved, I mean, that means you've got it. If you can get it to 25, that still leaves 10 laps for the race. So, I mean, if someone's clutching and really saving, they might be able to, but they might be really slow, so it might not work out. They might get lapped.
Yeah, so we'll see. The two guys that are on that strategy is the 99 and the 52 of Dylan Parker. Your points leaders in second place. So if we can, let's go on board with the 52 and see if he's doing anything to try to save fuel here. We know he was running really fast at the beginning of this run. Looks like bringing it down to about 6,800 and then back on it. So maybe lifting a little early, but certainly not clutching like we've seen him do at Auto Club and even Michigan. I believe he was doing it there as well. So
let's go on board with Patrick Thompson, see what he's doing. He's not clutching either.
So the 99 went 25 laps, right? So I think he's pushing it to the end, and then with the 10 laps to go, he might just be doing a splash. Be on pit road as minimal amount of time as he can on that last stop.
That's possible, but will he have the tires? That's the question. I mean, obviously you have the unlimited sets of tires, but putting on tires under green flag conditions, that really costs a lot of time. So is he going to have the tires to make it to the end? Because we know this track eats up tires like crazy.
yeah, and that is the question that's going to be for these guys is, are they going to be able to stretch it? And if they are they going to have the pace to keep up? So while we're looking at that, waiting for all that to play out, let's go to lap, hold on, I'm looking here. Lap 27. Yeah, lap 27 in turn 3. And let's focus on the 88 of Jaden Porter and the 3 of Mark Cusano.
Okay. Let's take a look.
So lap
27.
Yep. Going into turn 3. You're going to see the 3 car, who is a lap down, is going to come in behind him. He's on the outside right here of Jaden Porter. So he's on the outside right here. They're 3 wide. The 88 kind of clears himself. And then we're coming to lap 27 here, I believe. Yep, and you're going to see him. Yep, you're going to see him go down the backstretch. The 3 is going to get in between the 7 right there. Get up on a draft.
And
then he is going to send it into turn 3.
Oh gosh.
You have to be more aware than that if you're a lap car making your first start in this league. Gets into the 88, destroys his car, and that is a guy that is battling for points. You can't be doing that stuff out here in the TI Racing Cup Series. So this guy needs to, I say that, I'm not going to speak for the admins there, but that's got to be something that's going to be reviewed. I mean, that's you can't have that being a lap down and just flat driving into somebody because they cleared themselves when you're a lap down.
Yeah, Mark Cusano has to have a little bit of discipline there. You can't just send it in on a lead lap car. It's not racing etiquette, for one, and two, that's a guy running for points. You're not even running for points. This is your second start. You're just trying to gain experience, and what do? You put it into somebody who is running for points.
Yeah, that's your Jaden Porter running in 5th place in points right now. By no means is he out of the hunt. 29 points behind our leader. So easily could make that up. As we've got pit stop site starting here. But, yeah, man, I don't know what else to say about it. I understand that he probably didn't like getting pinched off turn 4 when Jaden slid up in front of him. But at the same time, man, you're out here trying to gain respect, get experience, learn the guys you're driving around. It's not the way to do it. So.
And not only that, but you also damaged your own car, and you hurt your own chances of actually gaining the experience that you need, because to go fast and to learn the race car, you've got to have a clean race car.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys see, all these leaders are on pit road right now. I saw Dylan Parker pit. Looks like everybody has pit besides the 4 of Alexander Bryson. And he is still out there right now. David Stringle, your 100. He is also out there currently leading.
Headed to
David
pit road
Stringle
now.
coming to pit road. Looks like the 4 is also headed to pit road. So we got 4 tire stops all around. Patrick Thompson with a 13.9 pit stop. So and Chris Scala and Barrett Morton also at 13.9s.
This is your race for the lead right here. The 52 is ahead of the 14 now of Tim Abril.
So we saw him come from the back. He was making moves. That strategy to stay out and pit later was an interesting one because he lost some ground in that first stage, but now he's out front controlling the race. So a good move on his part to awesome strategy. That's all there is to that one. You know, he spends a lot of time on here making up strategies for these races. Clearly knows what he's doing because that paid off big time for the 52 of Dylan Parker.
The question is, can Tim Abril, can he bring it back? Is he fast enough to race that 52 for the race win here with 16 laps to go?
I think if he can keep him in sight, beat him to pit road on the last pit stop, he possibly could if they're going to pit again.
I don't see them pitting again.
Yeah, we've got 16 laps to go, so the only reason you're coming down pit road is if there's a caution, which we have remained caution-free tonight here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. I believe that's the first time I've said that in the TI Racing Cup Series.
Yeah, it really is.
We've had a couple instances, the one with the 88 that could have been a caution, but he was able to get it straightened out and didn't get turned around completely, so I think that's a fair game to keep it green here, as we've got the field pretty spread out, but your battle for the lead is not spread out, just 0.2 of a second between Dylan Parker and Tim Abril. Tim has had an awesome race tonight, by far his best race of the season tonight, been on screen all night long. Dylan Parker doing his thing, running out front, started out back, has driven his way to the front, and is currently leading on pit strategy and just raw speed. Gonna have some lap traffic coming into effect too.
Abril is trying so hard. He is driving it really hard into the corners, but Parker is beating him off of the corners. So you can see definitely two different lines running around this racetrack, with Abril pushing it on entry, and then Parker getting the good exit off.
Yeah, let's see if we can go on board with the 14 and hear what he's doing in the entrance of the corners. Because you're right, he is carrying so much throttle into the corner, and you know, generally the phrase is slow in, fast off. And you can see that here. He's fast in and Parker just pulls away from him on corner exit. But if he can stay close to him with 12 laps to go right here, if he can stay where he's at, eat away, you know, you're trying to get inches at a time here. As that 2 car, 52 is not able to clear up, that's going to cost him a little bit of time. As long as the 14 can get by the 2 cleanly, which it doesn't look like the 2 is going to let him go by. Again, coming to 11 laps to go, and the 2 is going to stay there.
The 2 of Steven Plask. And he runs to the high side.
Not going to let him have it. Not going to let the leaders race for the win here. He's wanting to stay on that first car a lap down. Knows he's going to have to do it. So Averill gets hung up behind him, not able to clear off the corner, loses his momentum. No time gained.
I really
Lead is
do
now
wish
0.4 of a second.
I really do wish we would see a little bit more awareness out of the lap down cars. These guys are racing for the win with 10 laps to go, and the lap down cars aren't well, they're not giving an inch to them.
Yeah, and he's trying to make that outside work to get back side by side, it looks like. So probably costing Tim a little bit of time. It's just, it can be frustrating if you're one of those drivers out there. Absolutely.
The last lap for both of those drivers, Parker and Averill, a 1.62 for Parker, 2.27 for Averill. Parker running the high side now. Let's see what the lap times are here. Speeds at the line. 34.456 to Averill's 34.281. Averill a lot faster that time, with Parker running the outside.
And you know that Parker's going to take note of that. He watches those lap times. So we'll see if he'll make that adjustment or if he feels he can pull down the straightaway. And he's going to stay high. Averill back to the bottom. Coming around for 8 laps to go.
Leaderboard looks like this. Dylan Parker in first. Tim Averill in second. Obviously, we've been covering them all like this whole last run. Chris Scala in third.
Go ahead.
Patrick Thompson in fourth, and Corey Melton. Barrett Morton just passed Corey Melton for fifth.
Yeah, we've got Patrick Thompson, your points leader, heating up the 5 of Chris Scala, trying to get by.
All of this I mean, these guys are basically racing 2 at a time here.
Yeah.
We've got 3 battles, all for top 5 positions going on right now.
Yeah, this battle you're watching right here is about 5.5 seconds behind the leader. As 99 is going to go high, going to try to make the high line work. Chris Scala on the bottom. Let's see if he gets that run off the corner. He's gaining a little bit. Chris is going to give him the outside. That's a veteran move right there. He knows that big run's coming off the top. Doesn't want to mess up the point standings. Just here to have a good time, gain some respect. And that's going to give some respect to Patrick Thompson right there for that 5 car.
In the meantime, as you can see on the track map, the 52 has pulled away from Tim Averill. Averill has used up his tires way a little bit too early, and now all of a sudden you see the 52 running half a second faster than that 14.
Yeah, and that's just getting in the corner easier than you saw the 14 car. The 52, Dylan Parker, knows how hard to push it, knows he just needed to maintain that gap. Let the 14 run out of tires, and now the 52 is going to be able to drive away as he comes around here, and he's going to get 5 laps to go this time by. And the 99 has made his way, as we talked about, around the 5. Barrett Morton in 5th position. Corey Melton 6th. Colby Wells in 7th. David Stringle 8th. Zach Amon in 9th. And Alexander Bryson rounds out your top 10.
And it looks like these guys are pretty solidly in position. I'm seeing a battle with the 18 and the 100. I think the 18 actually, the 18 just made that pass last lap. So let's see. The fastest car on the racetrack, however, what I'm seeing is that 19 of Barrett Morton.
Yeah, he's really hoping for a caution right here, but the 52 Parker is saying, please, 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 no. As he's working to the inside of the 7 to put him a lap down. Who is the 7? He's already Jake Vinowski to put him a 4th lap down. So Jake involved in an early incident on track, not having the race he was hoping to have. So he's going to get a big run on the 52. And again, we go back to those lap cars trying to push these leaders. I mean, I understand they're wanting to race. He's not having the race he wants, and now he's got a car around him trying to race. But 3 laps to go for Dylan Parker, and you're running, 3 laps down here. So not a lot to race for. And Dylan letting him have it on the radio there.
If he
not really letting him have it.
If he was only going 1 lap down, I could completely understand him racing to not go a lap down. But 3 laps down, you might as well just let him have it. However, I mean,
2 laps to go here.
Could make it interesting if he races him hard enough and holds him up enough to where that 14 could get back up to him. I know the 52 would hate to see that, but I mean, we'd love to see it.
It would make good TV, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. 52, Parker able to work his way around it. This guy started in 15th position, has driven a flawless race like he has in races this year. Coming around, getting the white flag, 1 more lap to go for the 52 of Dylan Parker. Started in 15th place. This guy, I believe Chris Lewis said he's only 17 years old. One of the hottest stars in TI's NASCAR group. He is rising. He put the bump and run to his teammate at Richmond to get the win there. Goes to Talladega, doesn't have the week that he's wanting. He comes back to Homestead. He's going to bring it through 3 and 4 one more time. Off turn 4, no problems for the 52 of Dylan Parker. He's going to get the checkered flag at Homestead-Miami Speedway. And great job by the 14 of Tim Averill bringing it home, P2. Career day for him in the TI Cup Series. And Patrick Thompson, your points leader, chipping away, still bringing it home, P3. Going to be able to maintain that points lead, I do believe. And then Chris Scala in P4 did a great job. And then Barrett Morton in the 19 is going to round out your top 5.
Jaden Porter came down pit road before the end of the race.
Yeah, he was a lap down already, so he had nothing to lose there. Probably just frustrated at that 3 car still, which is completely understandable. As here's your burnouts presented by Drive Business Solutions. Get your business solutions at Drive. Well, man, that was an awesome race. We got to see a lot of tire wear, a lot of comers and goers, a lot of guys that qualified in the back, in and up front. So, and Jaden Porter started 12. Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, so Dylan Parker starts 15, gets the win. Tim Averill starts 4th, gets P2. Patrick Thompson 10th, P3. Chris Scala 6th position, P4. Great job by those guys, all improving their starting positions.
Well, what do you say we get Dylan Parker in here, your race winner?
Hey, Dylan Parker, it's the guys up in the booth, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, you drove an awesome race. You started out back. Not sure what happened, if you just wanted to put on a show for us. And if that was the goal, man, you did it.
Well, I didn't want to start in the back, but I was just got to the session like last minute. I was busy doing something before the race and got back like 2 minutes before the session closed. So didn't have enough time to put a qualifying lap down. So just kind of started from the back and just, patiently made my way up through the field.
Cutting it close there, man.
Well, you did an awesome job, man. Tell us about that pit strategy to run long at the beginning and then make up all that time in the second stint there.
Well, I noticed in the first half that the tires were wearing out pretty quick because there wasn't that much rubber in the track, so I decided to just go longer and keep the fresher tires for the next run so that I could chase them down over the run since they were wearing out pretty fast. And then plan was to catch him, and then if he pits, whenever I catch him, just pit with him because I was pretty confident I could, stay with him or stay in front of him right there because that was pretty good long run. So it was just really to cut in the time that I had lost over the first run.
Well, you played it perfect, man, and you and Patrick, man, he brings it home P3 tonight, but you guys are in a whale of a battle for the points. He's Mr. Consistent, and you're winning every week. How you feel about that? How's that going to shape up for you?
Well, hopefully I can be a bit more consistent with every week and maybe finish top 3 every week and just keep going what I'm doing and be good in the points. But he's been running some pretty good races, and he was with me for a good portion of the race. So it's just competition. And best of luck to him with it.
All right. Well, congratulations, man. Is there anybody out there you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Drive By Solutions, Apex Sage Coaching, TI Racing, Chris Lewis, and everybody who makes this league happen every week.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again. You bounce back from Talladega, and you come here and you take the win away, man, in a dominant fashion again. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, and that was your winner, Dylan Parker, bringing it home. Like I said, not a great race at Talladega. Comes back here, gets some redemption. Let's see if we can't get P2 Tim Averill up in the booth. Hey, Tim, it's Jesse and Alan up in the booth, man. Congratulations on your finish at P2 there. You ran a whale of a race, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
So those tires were wearing out pretty good that throughout the entire race. What was it that you did or maybe didn't do that just let Dylan get past you on that final pit stop?
Tire-wise, I think I was fine. I was saving more than everybody else that was in my Discord, and I was still fast. Dylan's just good. There's really no other way to put it. I knew it before the race even started that he's the guy to beat, and he's the guy to beat every single week. Him starting last doesn't matter. He's just fast everywhere we go, and it is what it is. I tried.
Yeah, man. Well, P2 is nothing to hang your head about, man. That was probably one of your best runs of the season so far in this league anyway. And we were excited for you up here in the booth, see you leading a bunch of laps, getting out front early, and being able to bring it home.
Yeah, so definitely going to be looking forward to next season. Say with this season I was moving and whatnot, so kind of put me out. But hopefully hit it hard next season and spend more time up front.
Absolutely, man. Was there anybody out there you want to thank?
I just want to thank Chris for giving me the opportunity to run in these leagues and whatnot, and all the fans watching, and then you guys for doing the broadcast.
Hey, Tim, before you go, I do want to ask you one question. You were driving it really hard going into the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's possible that might have been a little bit of your downfall? Because we saw that you were catching him in the center of the corners, but he was pulling away on the exit.
Yeah, it might have been. I can definitely say I was running it harder when he was in front of me versus when I was just leading a bunch of laps. But like I said, in order for me to beat him, I had to get out in front of him and try to run his line so he couldn't get around me. So it could have been, but I don't think I'd have caught him regardless of how I did it. Dylan's just good.
Well, yeah, we hear that, man. Well, congratulations on your P2, man. Hopefully we'll hear back from you one spot better next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, and that was your second place finisher, Tim Averill, right there. Let's see if we can't get third place in here, Patrick Thompson. Hey, Patrick, it's the guys up in the booth, man. P3 tonight. Really good run for you.
Yeah, it was a struggle, but got what I came in the race wanting, so I met my goal for the race. I'll take it.
Yeah, you fibbed to us at the beginning, said you're not very good here, and then you bring it home on a podium, man. See how it is. You don't tell us the whole truth, but that's all right. You're doing you were doing great. I know you were struggling there for a while, but your pit calls got you up to the front, and you were able to pass the 5 on the last 5 laps or so. What made the difference there and able to get around it?
Honestly, I think lap cars were a big thing tonight. So whenever a lap car came by, I was praying that they'd help battle whoever's in front of me so I can catch up to them. It really made a big impact on the race. Some ups and some downs, but
yeah, we could see that on the broadcast, and
Yeah, that was my teammate. He got dumped by a lap car, so he's not very happy.
Yeah, we covered it there. You'll see it on here, and I think he'll appreciate some of the commentary on that. But, Ben, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for doing what you do. I know it's, it probably takes a lot to do every night, with, and I don't know what you guys got for schedules, so I appreciate what you guys do. You guys are great. I want to shout out Chris for having me in these leagues. I have a lot of fun every week. And I want to shout out Jaden, my teammate. Unfortunately, he got wrecked tonight, but he had fun. And I want to shout out my buddy Caden Tufts for making me my scheme that I run every week. So,
Yeah, man, it looks good out there on the track, and you're doing a well of a job. I think you did enough tonight to hold on to that points lead, so congratulations on that, too.
thank
Yeah,
you.
we
I hope so.
We look forward
It's
to
going to
seeing
be
you.
close.
Yeah, I was itching my feet the entire time. I was scared.
So we go to the Roval next week, man. Good luck on that one. That's a handful of a track in these cars.
Yeah, I'm not great at road courses, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, congratulations, buddy, and we'll talk at you later.
All right, thank you guys.
Have a good night. All right. Well, there was your top three tonight, and like I said, we're going to the Charlotte Roval in Charlotte, North Carolina next week. So we're looking forward to it. Alan, any final thoughts on Homestead?
No. I mean, Homestead, it lived up to its name. We had a ton of tire wear, and well, quite honestly, this was the first time that we have run a full green flag race. Not a single caution. Oh, it was spectacular. Getting to see the guys that deserve to be up front. Obviously, not everyone, because there were a couple of incidents that really should be cleaned up a little bit, and it's exciting to see the future of this league. I think we're gonna have some good races coming up through this series.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So we are wrapping it up tonight here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. We appreciate everybody joining us. It's been an awesome time for us to be able to cover the TI Racing Cup Series here on the Electronic Motor Racing Network. We're at Homestead tonight. Dylan Parker brings it home P1. Tim Averill in the 14 in that Grublet Chevrolet coming home P2. Then we've got Patrick Thompson, your points leader, round the podium finish there. And next week we're going to the Roval. So get your road course tires out. We will see you next week on the Electronic Motor Racing Network and a programming note. Join us in a minute as we're going to the Homestead Road Course for the Captain TV Open Wheel Series. Good night.